So when someone calls me and says, can you deliver a keynote for X conference? The answer is always yes. I don't even need to know what the topic is when I book it, because I know what I'm really asking myself is I'm not going to speak on that topic. I'm going to speak on a theme related to that topic, which makes it much more interesting. So when I had to do the closing keynote at a human trafficking conference a few years ago, when I arrived, the woman said to me, did you do some researching on human trafficking? I said, oh, no, I'm not going to talk about human trafficking. And she said, this is a human trafficking conference. And I said, I know, it's going to be fine. She wasn't happy with me, but I knew it was 5 minutes before I was going to speak. There was nothing she could do. But essentially, I got up and I told a story about how when you're in the human being business, for me, it was teaching, you can't afford to wait. I told a story about failing a student because I just assumed I wasn't going to be able to make a change in her life. So I sort of gave up and decided they'll probably fix her next year because I can't seem to fix her this year. But when you're in the human being business, you can't give up. You have to be relentless at all times. And then I was able to tell the people in the conference, as people who are fighting human trafficking, you are also in the human being business. When someone says it takes a long time to steer a big ship in a new direction, you have to say the hell with that. No, there's people on this boat and it's heading towards an iceberg. You have to steer it quickly. And they love the speech because it wasn't about human trafficking. They had heard plenty all weekend about human trafficking. What they wanted was a speech related to what they were doing, but not necessarily matching the content.